Hi and welcome to Marissa's Kitchen. I wanted to give you guys, my viewers, just a little update on our family. Since I know I mentioned that we live in Anchorage, Alaska, I thought you might like to know how we are doing. Some viewers have asked and I really appreciate that a whole lot. Our family fared very well in the earthquake. It was definitely terrifying. I happened to be getting Brennan ready for school and we were sitting on the couch, and I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to switch the view around and kind of show what happened. That's kind of amazing. But you might see in the background, after the first day, I went ahead and secured some of my cabinets. Because these are where all my special dishes from Pottery Barn live, and I'm gonna just show you how very messy sometimes some of my cupboards are. But and this color, so I love my Pottery Barn dishes, and this mushroom color they no longer have, and so if I lost these, I don't think there's any way that I could replace them. So after that happened that day, I went ahead and secured my cupboards. But yeah, compared to friends that we know and people in our church and stuff, we fared very, very well. Did not have the devastation that some people had as far as bookshelves, you know, falling over, hutches falling over, a lot of broken glass. We didn't. We had one broken item, and that's it. Isn't that incredible? I'm just thanking God for His safety and protection over us. And yeah, I'm gonna switch the view and I'm just gonna tell you a couple things. Okay, so they put not a ban on water, but they advised boiling water because of some water main leaks. So we have been taking water from our fridge and boiling water and then refrigerating it. So little daily things that we take for granted, that when you have to take an extra step to just have water, makes you really appreciate it when we do have it. And just going in here real quick, so that lamp was knocked over. I have since taken off like my Christmas decorations ago. That got knocked over. So Dawson's moving. Dawson, can you also move the TV? Okay, we are really excited that we have a mounted TV. That is something that we didn't realize would be really helpful with an earthquake. And I had just moved this chair, so my couches are new as of this fall. And this chair had been actually over here, and I had moved it with the putting up our tree, and I'm so glad it was there because you've seen I have nothing up on my mantle at the moment. It was decorated so pretty for Christmas, but this red candlestick, I have two of them, fell off of the mantle and had landed in the chair. So do you like how I'm reenacting it for you? And this wreath that I got from my friend Allison had also landed in the chair, so I was really grateful. But I have yet to put them back up there because with the aftershocks, it's been a little nerve-wracking, and I just didn't want to put stuff up there if it was just going to fall off. When Brennan and I, around 8:25, we came and sat down on the couch because it was a little early for him to get his snow gear on to go to school. And we're sitting here on the couch. When things started shaking, we just kind of looked at each other. I think we just kind of froze as far as like, we didn't do what you're supposed to do, which is like run and duck under something. So the glass clock fell and hit, and shards of glass went everywhere. So then Brennan and I navigated over into here, and then we ended up going into our bathroom. Brennan, do you want to say hi?
Hi!
What did you think of the earthquake?
Good.
Good?
Kind of bad. Actually bad. Really bad.
Okay. I don't think you heard me when I first asked you. Or you were just giving your routine answer. Yeah, that was pretty scary, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
But we were safe though, weren't we? The thing that was amazing, when we cleaned up all the glass that had been over here, and later I'm sitting on the couch talking to my friend on the phone who had called to check on us, and I bend down, and I noticed there's a couple big chunks of glass under the couch. So when that glass clock broke, shards of glass flew all the way over here under my couch, which is where Brennan and I were sitting. So I'm very grateful that we were okay. I'm just really praising God. The whole day I kept boots and coats by the door. I also had a bag packed, and I kept that by the door. I have under the couch at the moment, and there's my smoothie I finished, is a mirror that used to be up on this wall. I took it down after the earthquake as well. One last thing I wanted to add. We have lived through, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 earthquakes where it's not been anything where, you know, as far as you might be wondering why in the world Brennan and I didn't get up and get under our table. Our table is kind of weird and doesn't have a very good spot to get under it. It's a gathering height, so it's got a block thing in the middle. But also we have had several earthquakes and never had them turn into anything. So when stuff starts falling off mantles, then you know that, okay, yeah, it's time to go do something. So anyway, in case you're wondering why my earthquake safety skills are pretty bad, that's why. And maybe because I grew up in Michigan. One last thing that was pretty amazing was, I'm going to show some pictures here of just a few pictures from inside our house, and I'm going to also share a couple pictures that were not my pictures, but ones from Facebook. So my husband had gotten back from Fairbanks the night before, and he usually goes into the office about 8:45, 8:50 in the morning, to the office for the ministry that we work with here in Anchorage. And the off-ramp that he takes every morning, and sometimes he leaves early, it completely collapsed. And I'm going to show a picture of that. So I am just so grateful he was not driving that day, that he was actually home with us. And yeah, I just realized how things could have just been a lot worse, and living through something like that. Dawson was at school, and it took about 45 minutes to drive from our house to his school, which usually takes like less than 10 minutes because of all the cars there of parents trying to pick up their kids. So he had gotten to school and was in his first class when it happened, and they got under their desks, and then they had them all evacuate the school. So they stood outside, and they weren't even allowed to get their coats or anything, and it was in the 20s, so he was freezing when I picked him up, and asking if friends, like I was getting WhatsApp messages from him saying, can friends sit in our car and to warm up? And anyway, they had blankets that they were handing out. But yeah, school is closed all this next week, so we get an extra week of Christmas break at the beginning of December. So I gotta figure out what to do with my boys this week. Diamond Mall has a ice skating rink, and they are opening up ice skating for free with all the kids being off school, so we might just do that. And yeah, so it was definitely an exciting weekend. The aftershocks just kept happening all day Friday and even into the evening. When we were going to bed Friday night, which made it kind of hard to sleep, and woke up to them the next morning, and then it kind of calmed down through the day on Saturday, and then we felt some more Saturday evening. So it just kind of lead these like, is it gonna get worse every time we felt something? So it's been an exciting weekend. That's been my weekend, and thanks if you've watched this long. You're amazing. I just really appreciate those that express concern, and thanks so much for just being awesome viewers, and I will see you next time.